So, hi everybody. My name is Christoph. This is the second take of this weekend's Saturday support call. I had some technical issues with the new microphone. I hope it's working well now. So, since there are no hands, yet people still arriving, I think we just get started with a group release. So, in this moment, could you just simply allow yourself to just sit back and be? And notice if there's anything that you want to accomplish today or that you try to accomplish today that stirred up the feeling of resistance. And then could you just simply welcome whatever that brings up inside? By the way, it doesn't have to be that big or be that much relieved. If there's just a sense of something, that's enough. And then could you just simply welcome whatever that brings up inside of you? And could you also welcome or notice any wanting to do something with, about, or against it? Any wanting to hold on to it, to figure it out, to release it, to reject it? And could you also notice or welcome any underlying wanting? Any wanting control, getting in or out of control, being controlled by? Any wanting approval or disapproval? Any liking or disliking that has attached to that? Any wanting security, safety? Any wanting to get it done or be done with it? Any wanting to live or die? And could you also welcome any wanting separation, oneness? Any sense of attraction or rejection with that arising? And if there was, could you also notice any sense of overwhelm or any other emotion? Or if there was some fighting internally unraveling, some mental fighting? And then could you also notice or welcome any sense that any of that is personal, is about you or who you are, or a me, or attached to an I? Not that I, just that I. And just for now, put that resistance or memory just be as it was. And then could you just simply welcome acceptance to flow instead? Could you welcome your intuitive knowingness? Could you welcome your clear reason? Could you welcome or open to the power that knows the way? Could you just simply open to acceptance the flow? If there's still any remaining resistance, could you just notice that? And could you notice or be open to the possibility that noticing is already enough? That noticing is already dissolving, already allowing. And just do this process again. Could you just simply welcome or allow for anything in the day ahead of you or behind of you that stirs up or stirred up the feeling of resistance? The sense of being on the brakes, even if the flow is visible. And then could you just simply allow yourself to notice or welcome whatever that brings up inside, whatever memory, thought, or feeling. Doesn't have to be that big. Just a sense of it or a feeling without memory even. And then could you welcome or notice too any wanting to do something with, about, or against this? Any wanting to hold it close or away? Any wanting to ignore? Any wanting to understand or figure that out? Any wanting to release it? Any and all wanting to do something with, about, or against this. And then could you welcome too any underlying wanting, if there is, any feeling, thought, or wanting control, approval, security or insecurity, separation, oneness. And could you also notice or welcome any sense of that being personal, of that being about an I or a me or us or we or them, or even of it being about nobody and no one. Then could you just allow all that to be as it appeared to be? Because it appeared that way, as it appeared to be. Not in order to change it, not in order to improve it, just as it was. Because it was the way it was. And then could you welcome or notice or open to acceptance, the flow? Could you welcome your intuitive knowingness? Could you welcome your clear reason? Could you welcome whatever is required in order for life to unfold as it does unfold, as it is meant to do. And if there's still any opposition or resistance, could that just be noticed? Could you notice it? And then could you allow that to be as it is? And just go deeper beyond it. And let's just do this process one more time from the beginning. Could you welcome anything from the day ahead of you or behind of you that stirs up or stirred up any feeling of resistance? And could you just simply welcome whatever thought, feeling, memory, or even part of any of that brings up inside of you? It doesn't have to be that much. A sense of something is just enough for a release. And then could you welcome or allow for or notice any wanting to do something with, about, or against this? Any wanting to fix it, change it, express it, suppress it, deny it? Any sense of attraction or aversion? Any wanting to stop it from happening or to make it happen again? Any wanting approval or disapproval? Any love or hate that comes with that? As well as any wanting to get in or out of control or be controlled by that. And then could you welcome to or notice any idea of it being personal, any sense of identification with any of that, any sense that is about me or mine or who I am or who I am not, if it is about other than me, any sense of separation. And then could you just let that go? Allow it to be as it appeared to be? And then could you just simply allow yourself to open to acceptance, the flow? Could you open to your inner abundance, your superabundance? Could you open to your intuitive knowingness or inner knowingness? Could you open to your clear reason, to the power that knows the way, ever? And if that stirs something up, could that just be released, no matter what? Would that be released, no matter what? When would that be? Then could you just simply allow yourself to stretch beyond or thought or feeling or sensation? Just simply notice that there is more than feeling or thought. Something that's aware. Something that's the background of that, that allows for that. Without which no thought or feeling could be. And then could you just rest as that which is aware, yet unaffected by whatever appears to be. So everybody, the floor, even since there is no floor, is open to questions, sharing, and assistance. Anything you want to know about releasing or the Sedona method is very warmly welcomed, as well as any releasing assistance or any ideas for group release are welcomed as well, or any gains or benefits you have. I see Roman has a hand up. Romana, can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Hi, how are you? Do you hear
I'm
me?
fine. Thank you. And you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. It was a wonderful release.
Yes.
I would like some help. I would like to I'm working on my business goal and would like to have constant clients.
Yes.
Like I have on and off, and it's sometimes I have this resistance to not with working with clients, but doing other stuff before getting to clients.
Right.
So yeah, I would like
Okay.
some help with that. Yeah.
Okay. So what would be an appropriate um, step in the right direction that you need to do? A smaller one, not such a big one that you see, but you didn't do until now. Is there anything?
I was start yeah, I wanted to launch one project, but
Yes.
I was kind of um something always came in the middle.
Yes.
So I didn't launch it yet. But like it's something always distracting me, or it's not the right time, or I get sick, or it's like kind of maybe sabotaging it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. How does it feel right now? Is there any emotion right now, or is it just a story
there is
about?
some resistance about it. Yeah,
Okay. Okay, doke. So could you just simply allow yourself to be in touch with that feeling of resistance? Could you really allow yourself to feel that for a moment?
yeah,
Since that appears to be in the way,
yeah.
accomplishing the first steps or some steps. And is that resistance connected to any underlying wanting or coming from a wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
Separation. Yeah,
Okay. Would you want that as much as you do? I
yeah.
mean, just for a sec,
Hmm.
right? And then could you let go of wanting separation just a little bit,
Yeah,
as far as possible?
yeah.
Hmm? And then if there is still, could you welcome any wanting to be separate as much as you do?
Yeah.
And then could you let go of wanting to be separate as best as you can?
No.
Could you hold on?
Yeah.
Or is there just nothing anymore to let go of?
What comes to mind is
Mhm.
um is it echoing or just for me? Do you
What
have
was
an echo?
the thing that you said before? Is it just me?
No, I thought it was echoing, but it's not anymore. It's what comes to mind is don't bother, it doesn't help. It's like I've done this in the past. No matter how much effort I tried, it's like on and off. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like kind of why bother
Right.
this feeling?
Right.
Yeah. And
And
there's
is this
sadness.
feeling, is what's that? Sadness? Did I?
Sadness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you allow yourself to appear as sad as much as you do?
Yeah.
Mhm. And is there any wanting to express that? Sadness always comes with a strong desire to express it.
Yeah.
Yes. And sometimes, it's not a problem to express sadness, especially when we're alone and taking a little time for us to, have some tears. Um, but could you open to the possibility that you could just release the sadness instead
Yeah.
of expressing it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then could you welcome or notice or allow for any remaining sadness?
Yeah.
Hmm. And could you let that feeling of sadness go as best as you can?
Yeah.
How does it feel now? Is it changing?
Yeah. It's dissipating,
Hmm. Could you allow
but
that
there's
to
still,
happen?
yeah, but it's still like I'm holding on to part of it. Like I'm not
Mhm.
fully releasing it. Yeah.
So could you just simply allow yourself for a sec to hold on as much as you like to?
Yeah. It's like kind of a protection mechanism, even though it's not. But like, yeah, my mind is trying to tell me that it's
Could you
protecting me.
notice that there's a little bit of a programming ongoing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So just notice it. It's nothing we need to
Hmm.
do something about it right now. The noticing already contains releasing or letting go. And is there any wanting connected to that? Any underlying wanting for,
Wanting separation. Yeah.
hmm? And could you want that for a second?
Yeah.
And could you just simply let that wanting unravel or go or dissolve
Yeah.
as best as you can? Could you, in that, also notice any sense of it being personal about you or who you are, if there is, that it is about Romana?
Yeah. And there's a story behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
What comes
Yeah.
up, it's I'm a
Yeah.
failure.
Okay. Could you welcome that feeling of, imperfection or failure or not being enough?
Yeah. And what comes up to my mind is like in my childhood, my father always said to me that I will never
Mhm.
accomplish anything.
Mhm. And then could you be open to the possibility that that is just as it was, not as it is?
Yeah.
Could you claim your own power of
Yeah.
accomplishing things, no matter what? I think we all had similar experiences where people didn't expect us to reach our, you know, accomplishments, gains, or goals, or benefits, or bonuses.
Yeah. But what I did in the past was that I resist that and try to prove
Right.
myself. It's like
So I can't
just
resist
watch me. Yeah.
these things.
Ah,
So could you just allow yourself to have that memory
yeah.
about how it was? If that appears throughout your day, you could ask yourself, um, could I notice that I have had that experience or that thought or that memory? So that on one hand evaluates that there was something and we don't deny it.
Yeah.
On the other hand, no denying, because denying never helps.
Yeah.
If there was an appearance, it just helps to allow the appearance to be as it appeared to be, no matter
Yeah.
what.
It feels like I'm trying to prove myself. And
Yes.
in trying
Yeah.
to prove myself,
Yeah.
I fail. Yeah.
Look, I can do. And sometimes the failure may happen. I have memories about that from my childhood as well. When I learned driving a bicycle, I wanted everybody to see it. And then I turned my head around to the back looking if they would watch me.
Yeah.
And then I drove right into the next fence.
Yeah.
And that's just crash. So that comes from looking for others' approval. Rather than looking what's ahead of you, that's trying to figure out if they are still there, which is memory.
Yeah. Yeah. Mentally, I know that, but yeah, the feeling was very intense. Yeah. So,
Yes.
but it's much lighter now. There's still, let me
There's
see.
something that's coming
Yeah.
up. It's most often the case. If you just release one thing, the
Hmm.
next comes up. That's fine. What is coming up, Romana? Does it show up?
Actually, it's not so much fear of failure than more like fear of success. That's what I'm failing because I fear success.
Okay.
Like I keep proving myself that I am a failure, that I cannot succeed. Like
Okay.
weird belief, yeah, but
Could you let go of wanting to punish yourself again?
oh yeah.
Or could you just notice that you have been punished enough in that way?
Oof.
Or be open to the possibility that you have punished yourself enough? And just open to a more positive outcome, a more proactive outcome, a more, you know, acceptable outcome. And you don't have to know right now.
Yeah,
You can know
I'm
something, yes.
ready. Yeah.
Yes. You will know when you know. It will
Yeah.
all happen spontaneously.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Mm. Anything else, Romana?
no, now it's peaceful.
Or
Sadness is gone.
yes.
Punishment also gone.
Hmm.
There's more openness,
Yes.
more willingness even to do um, what it takes to be done. Like
Yes.
there's no resistance. Maybe still some help with openness, opening more to clients to be more um, inviting,
Okay.
you know.
So could you allow yourself to appear separate or shut down from clients as much as you do?
Yeah.
It's a holistic approach now. And then
Hmm.
could you allow yourself to be as open and flowing with them as best as you can, as much as you already do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just notice that you already did.
Hmm.
And then could you allow that with the clients to appear as shut down or separated from you as it does?
Yeah.
And then could you allow it to be as open and flowing as it can be, or as it even already was times.
Yeah.
And then could you allow yourself, or could you allow the situation to appear shut down and separated as much as it does?
Yeah.
And then could you allow the situation to be as open and flowing as it likes to be? Could you open to infinite possibility?
Yeah.
Could you open to proactive action?
Yeah.
How does that feel now, Romana?
There is more excitement,
Yes,
expansion,
yes,
lightness,
yes.
like mm, I'm open to, yeah, more to these opportunities.
Mhm.
So yeah, thank you very much.
Yes. And then
It was
could you just,
wonderful. Hmm.
even rest in that openness as best as you can
Yeah.
and allow that openness to dissolve any remaining hold back as best as you can.
Yeah.
Allow that unraveling to continue if there is. Releasing also can happen spontaneously. I experienced that half an hour before the call today. First, I did some processes with the method, and then it went into a spontaneous release without any kind of method.
Hmm.
Just appeared and dissolved, appeared and dissolved, appeared and dissolved. There was an openness for spontaneous release.
I love that. And I would also like to share again.
Yes, please.
Um, I've been having some trouble with my parents, my father and my brother a
Yes,
few months ago around inheritance, and it was bad dynamic.
yes,
But with releasing, I feel betrayed by them. I felt like very angry and everything, like I never wanted
yes.
to see them. And while working and releasing, now we have better relationships
Perfect.
uh, than before. Yeah, so it
Good.
really helps, and
Yes.
I'm glad.
Did somebody help you with the cleanup procedure?
Yeah, I've done it, yeah, many times on myself or by
Yes.
myself. Yeah,
For with every person and almost every topic or thing, you can also put topics or things into that.
yeah, yeah. Thank
Something
you
like
very much.
money, for example.
Hmm. I've been working with that, yeah, and I will do it again. Yeah,
Yes,
it's wonderful. I've never seen so many benefits
yes,
before. I've done other practices, but so fast and so easy.
yes,
I've never met any other.
mhm,
Um, yeah, so thank you very much.
yes. You're welcome, Romana. Thank you too. There is a suggestion from Lisa. Lisa, I think we keep that in mind. I just check on the hands. I'm not sure. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's he or she has her or his
Hi,
hand.
Christoph.
Is it a male or female?
I use he, him.
Okay, it's him. I wasn't sure with that point. My mind was telling me I'm not capable of reading looks, but I'm capable of reading looks. So,
I appreciate the question. Um, I am going to visit my mother
mhm,
Uh,
And that does bring
who
something.
is, well, my mom's health is very poor at
Yes,
this point.
yes,
And so I have a lot of emotions about that
yes.
naturally.
Hmm.
But in particular, what I would like some support with is um, she she can't talk very much um,
Yes.
anymore,
Mhm.
and talking has throughout our lives been the primary way that we relate to each other.
Yes.
Um, and I just want to be able to be with her
Hmm.
in, you know, whatever way is suitable for her now and companionable and loving.
Yes. So what's
Um,
in the
yeah,
way?
so I would
Is
like
it is
some.
it is it the sadness or the fear of losing her, or what's in the way? To just
Really, it's my fear that because I've said it's been a long health process for her, and I have said this to her before, and
yes.
we visited last year, and
Mhm.
I said this before to her too, that I don't mind whatever her needs are, but
Yes.
she seems to still feel like she has to be a certain kind of hostess, and she has to talk to me all day long, and she has to, all these things that she seems to feel she has to do, or that I have expectations of her, and that I don't have those expectations. And
Mhm.
um
So
that
what is
it
something that you expect from her? Is there something that comes to mind?
what I want is just to tell her, like, it is fine if you
Hmm.
can only talk for an hour or half an hour or 10 minutes and you need to lie down, just that's fine.
Right.
We'll just talk for 10 minutes and you just do whatever you need to do. But
Yes.
that somehow seems to be really difficult for her to say. And she'll just keep pushing herself.
Is there any wanting attached to that? Any wanting control, approval, security, or separation oneness?
Well, there's a lot of wanting, and I don't really
Yes.
know what it is.
So that doesn't bother. Just welcome that color of wanting, that mixture, that combination of wanting as it is. And could you also welcome any sense of it being personal?
Yes.
And then could you just allow it to release? Could you just allow it to be noticed?
Yes.
Mhm. And if there is any wanting to do something with, about, or against this, could you notice that as well? Welcome it as well. Any wanting to hold on or let go in any way. And could you notice or welcome how personal that appears to be?
Yes.
That it is about my mom or me and my relationship to her.
Yeah, I think I'm wanting to control both
Mhm.
my experience and her
Yeah.
experience.
And would you want to control as much as you do?
Oh, yeah, I sure can.
Then could you let go of wanting to control just a little bit? You still can control, but could you let go of wanting to control?
Yes.
And then could you welcome acceptance to flow? The, your intuitive knowingness as well as her intuitive knowingness?
Yeah. Yeah, I see that I have, I'm on the surface, I am open to whatever the appearance
Yes.
of it may be right now, but also part of me is trying to predict what that will be. And that gets in the way of actually
Are you
letting
wanting
it
to figure it out?
unfold. Yeah.
So, how does that work? That
Well, it
wanting
makes me
to figure
miserable,
it
apparently.
out. So, could you let that wanting to figure it out go?
Yeah.
And could you just turn it over to the power that knows the way?
Yes.
Would you also open to more positive experiences with her? I mean, still not denying what's going on, um, but maybe there are still some moments of joy with her or
Yes.
happiness.
Yeah.
Or could you just also open to perfection where the seeming imperfection appears to be? Could you just allow yourself to find perfection in that as well? However that looks like. And you don't need to know right now.
Yeah.
How does it feel right now, Lex?
It feels much lighter and
Hmm?
there's still a lot of emotion coming up, but it's just it's just releasing on its own.
Yes. Yes.
And
Would you allow that unraveling to continue throughout your day or evening?
yeah. Yeah, that feels complete for now. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you for being courageous, sharing that. So, one hand is there still. Lawrence, are you close to the screen? I don't see you. Oh, you changed a little bit. Can unmute if you like to do so.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Um, I would like a release on releasing.
Okay.
I'm today not really I was not really motivated to do anything and play video games. But it feels kind of like I don't know, I should be doing it. There's kind of something there.
Could you notice any push-pull about releasing?
Yeah.
Any desire you should do more,
Yes.
as well as any desire to prevent yourself from doing it somehow?
Mm-hmm.
And is there any wanting to do something with, about, or against this?
Yes, there's a want to escape the push-pull.
Yes. Could you let go of wanting to escape? And could you
Yeah.
just allow the escaping of the push-pull to happen instead?
Could I allow it to happen?
That the push-pull could escape.
No. No, I can't.
Bye-bye, push-pull.
No, I can't.
You can't.
No.
Could you allow yourself to hold on to the push-pull and enjoy that more?
Yeah.
Mm. And is there any wanting connected to that? Any wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
The want for oneness, I guess, is the main one. Yeah.
Could you want to be one as much as you do?
And I also want approval for that. So
Okay. So could you go of
yeah.
wanting approval and give yourself some approval instead? From your no? Nothing from your unlimited approval account?
Okay, maybe a few euros. If you put it like that, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like
It's
it seems
possible?
possible.
Okay. Just a little bit approval.
Okay, yeah, I give myself
Not
some
much.
a few coins. Yeah.
And then could you also give yourself some disapproval if you like to do so?
Yes, I can.
Then could you give yourself some approval?
I can.
By the
I
way,
actually I did something good today.
okay. By the
Yeah.
way, approval also can be that it just releases or that you have a sense of what you are. You don't have to have good feelings or thoughts.
It can be just like beingness.
We can take it a little bit easier because we
Okay.
may get disappointed if we don't find a positive thought or feeling in that moment. Then could you allow yourself to notice any remaining disapproval, any sense of dislike or hate? I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't know how to reach oneness.
Is that actually true? If you if you're already oneness?
I don't know.
So could you let go of wanting to know how to reach oneness?
For now, yeah.
And then could you just notice the oneness that already is?
Mm-hmm.
And then could you allow yourself to be or get a little bit more comfortable with not knowing? Could you allow yourself to be a little bit more comfortable with not having to have the answer in mind.
Mm-hmm. It feels comfortable, yeah.
Yes. I mean, sometimes we do have the answer in mind, but not always. So is there still anything in the way between just being, well, not even between, is there still anything in the way to just be oneness?
Yeah. There's some kind of push or tightness or
Tightness?
yeah, some kind of push.
Okay. Could that just be noticed?
Yeah.
And then could there also be noticed any wanting to do something with or about this?
Yeah.
Could there also be noticed any sense of it being personal? That it is about Lawrence or anything or anybody that you know or not know?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And could you just simply allow that to be as it was? Could there just be an allowing for it to be exactly as it was?
Yeah. Mm.
How does it feel now, Lawrence?
I feel sleepy.
Sleepy. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
sounds like a success.
Yeah. There's some layer of
Layer of fighting?
fighting, yeah.
Yes. So could you allow that to just come up and dissolve or unravel? Could you allow the unraveling to continue?
No.
No. Could you resist the unraveling to continue?
Yes.
Or could there just be resistance to unraveling continuing?
Yeah.
Mhm. And could there be also acceptance to unraveling continuing?
No.
No, never.
Never, yeah. Maybe never.
And then could there just be a resistance to unraveling?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like there's real determination to resist it.
Is there a belief connected to that?
Somehow, yeah, but I don't know. I can't quite.
Mhm. And is that coming from or bringing a wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
Separation.
And could there just be a noticing of wanting separation?
Yeah, if I keep fighting, I will, I will, I will have the sense of being separate.
Mhm. So you know how to do that at least.
Yeah.
But could you become a little bit more interested in the oneness that's already here, already now?
I think I somehow am not able to access that.
Okay. So what's in the way? Is there a feeling or an emotion or support or relief?
The tensing, the fighting is in the way.
Okay. Could you just let it fight for a second? Imaginary?
Yeah. Mm.
I recommend do your best to not be the one or the other perspective or the one or the other opinion. Just let it fight.
Mm-hmm.
Just be the observer of that fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a you or a me fighting? Or is there just fighting and awareness appearing?
There's just a sensation that we could call fighting.
Mm-hmm. And could that sensation be noticed?
Yeah.
Mhm. And then could also be noticed where the sensation isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then could the sensation be noticed?
Yes.
And any
It's quite
wanting.
painful, actually.
What was that?
It's quite painful, actually.
Okay. Could you allow it to appear as painful as it does for a second? And could you know or be open to the possibility that you don't need to make it bigger in order to release?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's interesting, yeah.
Mm. Sometimes if those overwhelming sensations come, I ask myself, could I allow it to become bigger? Could I allow it to become smaller? Could I allow it to become bigger? Could I allow it to become smaller? And that causes a release sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it is a strong sensation, we actually don't want to become it to become bigger because it's sometimes interfering with our security, apparently.
Mm-hmm. No comfort,
But
yeah.
if you just allow it to become bigger or smaller, then you give it space to do whatever it likes to do.
Mm.
In my experience, it prevents us from being killed by that.
Sleepiness is really getting stronger and stronger. It's amazing.
And maybe it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, it's bedtime, yeah. Thanks. It feels complete. Yeah, it's amazing how strong the sleepiness now became.
Right,
It's like,
right. Maybe it's just a relaxation, relaxing.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. So, we are already done with our hour. It's perfect. So everybody, thank you for being in the call. Actually, there have been more people today in the call than yesterday, where I had the issues with my new microphone, which have been fixed now. Oh, I have a reminder for the group release. We'll not end the call without the suggestion Lisa just gave us in the chat. She asked, could we do group cleanup on money and the job? So I think we end the call with that. So in this moment, even if there is no moment as I would like to put it, could you just simply allow yourself to sit back and be as best as you can? And then could you just simply welcome anything related to money in your job that needs to be put in a cleanup? Or I ask that differently, since there's just a question if there's a recording of the call. Yes, there will be a recording available. So since I push the recording button, we will have a recording. And that allows me for changing it a little bit more to clean up. Did money or the job appear to try and control you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to control money or the job back? And did you appear to try and control money or your job, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go of wanting to control money or your job? Just of wanting. And then could you allow money or your job, or give money or your job the right to be exactly as it is? And notice that this is just a decision for nothing or no one only. And did you appear to dislike or disapprove of anything in money or the job or your job? If so, could you let go wanting approval or disapproval from or for your money or for your job? As best as you can. And did money or your job appear to dislike or disapprove of anything in you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting approval from money or your job? Just of wanting, still allowing for getting approval. And then could there just only be a feeling of love or acceptance for money or your job? And then could this be just a decision for nothing or no one only? And did money or your job appear to challenge, oppose, or threaten of anything in you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to challenge, oppose, or threaten money or your job back as best as you can? And did you appear to challenge, oppose, or threaten of anything in money or your job, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to challenge, oppose, or threaten it? Could you let go wanting security or insecurity, or safety from money and your job? And then could there only be a feeling of well-being, safety, and trust with the concept of money, with the concept of job? And then could this be only a decision for nothing or no one only? Not even for the concept. This is just an invitation to really emptiness, awareness, spaciousness, formlessness. Did money or your job appear to reject, cut off, or in any way try to be separate or one with you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to reject or cut off from it back? Could you let go wanting to be one with money or your job? Or the job? And did you appear to reject or cut off from money or your job? Or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to reject or cut off from your job? Could you let go want to be one from your job or money? Or with your job or money? And then could there only be a feeling of there is no me or no dad with money or the job? And then could this be only a decision for nothing or no one only in this moment? And let's do some bonuses. Did money or your job appear to make something personal or impersonal in you, or did it feel that way? And then could you let go wanting to make it personal or impersonal back? And did you appear to make something about money or your job personal or impersonal, or did it feel that way? And then could you let go wanting to make that personal or impersonal again? And then could there only be a feeling of there is no person or impersonal? And could that only be just be a decision for nothing or no one only? And did money or your job appear to punish you in some way, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go wanting to punish it back? And did you appear to punish money or your job for something? If so, could you let go wanting to punish it? Could you just simply allow yourself to be punished enough in this moment? And could there only be a feeling or the flow to decide only what to happen? And could that also just be a decision for nothing or no one only? And then could you just simply rest as that which is nothing or no one only? That doesn't mean you shouldn't play your role in life, but could you just be open to the possibility that you could just play the role of your life or in your life as that which you are, allowing for everything. being completely unaffected by that. And then could you just rest and be? Okay, thank you, everybody. So let's end the call. The recordings may show up in the WhatsApp group, and I will also put it on all the accounts which I'm participating in Facebook. You may find it on Facebook in the commentary. So thank you, everybody. Have a nice day, have a nice evening. Allow the releasing, unraveling to continue. And see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.